We all have had our various experiences that have significantly affected who we are and how we see the world at large. That is why even siblings who are raised by the same parents in the same environment have similar traits in their behaviors. On today's episode of Love Talks with Phoebs, I'll be sharing with you how I almost became a feminist. And when I say a feminist, I mean the blame all men type of feminist. The all men are the problem type of feminist. It's funny how I never saw anything wrong with what women did or the role they played in any conflict. So please stick to the end of this video because there will be lessons to learn. So I grew up in a home where my father didn't always get it right, and I saw my mother go through some things that made me feel bad, and I felt she shouldn't be going through things like that. But to be fair, it's very possible that he did not know better, because I believe that when people know better, they do better. And I saw the men in my neighborhood too, and they were not much different from what I was seeing in my own house. And so I concluded in my mind that this must just be how men are, and men are just the problem. So it doesn't matter what you say to me. Before you even give me a story, complete story from beginning to end, I have already concluded who the problem was, and it was the man. I did not care to know what role the woman played or what she also did that was wrong. No, I just concluded that men are the problem. To be honest, it took a very long time for me to grow out of this perception of men. So how did that affect me? I was very judgmental, very quick to have a critical and harsh opinion about men, and I generalized that all men must be the same, which was very wrong. Also, I had that mindset that if any relationship is not working, the first thing you should do is not even to get help, but just work out so that no man will stress you. And it almost affected my relationship. I remember when I was serving and I came back from work one day, because I served in a HIV testing unit in a hospital where we tested people for HIV, and we also give counseling to them. And I was gisting my then boyfriend, now husband, about a woman who came to our facility to complain about her husband threatening to divorce her because she had removed her implant, which is the contraceptive that she had. And that is because they both agreed to have one child, but she went behind his back and she removed the contraceptive. Funny enough, I didn't see anything bad with what that woman did. I just went on and on about how bad the man is treating his wife, and he does not have the right to tell her how many children she should have. I was just saying different things, and my husband was listening, and he had to just tell me to calm down, that I should just calm down, because I don't know why they decided to have one child. It is very possible that the last pregnancy almost killed her. It is also possible he has children from previous marriage and he does not want more children. And it's funny because thinking about it, I did not even see anything wrong with her trying to break an agreement, which is something very serious and is very inappropriate to do. At least if she wanted more children, there are different ways to go about it. She should have spoken to him, come to an agreement, but she went behind his back, and I did not see anything wrong because I was just living in my own world. I was just trying to see things based on my own perspective, and that is what experience can do to you. It can just make you see things through your own lens alone, without considering the fact that this world is very big. And even the Bible says that can two work together except they agree. So that was an agreement being broken, and I was there defending the woman. And I remember my spouse telling me how he had noticed that I'm very quick to blame men and defend women, and it made me realize that it was something that I needed to work on. So what are some of the lessons that you can learn that I also learned? Number one, be open-minded. Don't be so fixated in your world that you don't see life from another person's view. Life is way bigger than you, and it's way bigger than the things you think you know. Secondly, good men exist. Good marriages exist. They may not be loud on social media, but there are people who are genuinely having a healthy marriage. Thirdly, if you desire a good marriage, seek knowledge, surround yourself with people who have a great marriage, and ask them questions. Ask them what they are doing differently that is making them have the kind of marriage that they are having. Surround yourself with positive energy, positive things, so that you too can start to dream of having one. Ask them questions about what they are doing differently that is making their marriages work. Also, in any relationship or marriage conflict, nobody is 100% right or wrong. And the goal is not for you to either be right or wrong. The goal is for you to learn from whatever mistake you must have made and work towards being a better person for your spouse. Another lesson is to guard your heart, for it determines the course of your life. Be mindful of what you watch, hear, and think about. Focus on godly thoughts, the positive things. Seek wisdom and guidance from God. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share with as many people that you think will find this helpful. Thank you, and see you on my next video. Bye.